we are going to do some text message analysis with you. So first, we are going to start by reading the text message. So Miss Bowman is going to read the part of Jada, and I'm going to read the part of the person that you don't know. All right, Miss Bowman, you ready?
Yes, I am. I made 100. That is the first time that's happened this year. I couldn't have done it without you.
I am so proud of you. I am not really surprised though. You worked so hard.
It was a lot of work. I really feel like it was worth it. Those flashcards really helped.
I use flashcards all the time. They really help me out when I'm studying. All right, boys and girls, so now you've heard the conversation between Jada and this other person. So what we need to do is we need to analyze this text message because we need to figure out who they're talking, what they're talking about. So let's look through this. Miss Bowman, how do the two people in the conversation know each other?
Wow, let me think. Well, they're talking about their grades. And I usually talk to people I know about my grades.
Right, and so people you know, but you wouldn't just talk to like anybody you met about your grades. I think that Jada and this other person are friends.
Oh, yeah. They're probably,
I think they are. I
And
think they're friends. But then in our next one, it asks us to cite the evidence from the text that supports your answer. How do we know that these people are friends?
Well, it looks like Jada got the idea from her friends because it said, her friend must have knew she was doing flashcards because she said, I'm so proud of you for making the 100. And then she went on to say, oh, goodness.
Oh, look, her friend says, I use flashcards all the time.
Ooh.
So I bet up here in other text message before we got to this one, I bet that they were talking about how they could study. And so we know that they're friends because they're helping each other out. Isn't that what friends do? Hey, aren't we helping each other out right now with this video?
And I couldn't do it without you.
There you go.
Wait a minute, it's in there. I couldn't do it without you.
So there you go. So the evidence that they're friends is that they're helping each other out. And she says,
And that first part right here, boys and girls, I couldn't have done it without you.
and then I couldn't.
Good job, Mrs. Lamont, citing your evidence straight from that text.
It without you. All right, we got it. Okay.
Yay.
Now we've got to look at question 3. What happened before this conversation took place? Oh, I think we might have just talked about that. Oops.
You gave it away.
Oops, I gave it away. What do you think they talked about up here in this conversation? What do you think they talked about?
Well, wait, if they're talking about flashcards here and how they work for her, they probably were having a conversation up here about flashcards.
Oh, so.
And maybe ways that they study.
Okay, so ways to study. And then, you know what?
Yeah.
We could use an example of the ways to study. Because an example.
Ooh.
And an example would be the flashcards.
Straight text evidence. I like that. Using the word flashcard straight from the text.
Now we get to cite evidence from the text that supports our answer to our previous question. Well, we know they were talking about ways to study because we know she got 100 on the test, so it must have helped her. And she said,
Really helped.
it really helped. And I'm going to use flashcards next time. Ooh. So we know that way helped her. So to support our answer, we know that flashcards really helped.
And boys and girls, we do flashcards. I know I do flashcards and talk about when we do vocabulary, wordly wise vocabulary words, and the kids make flashcards to help them out.
And we do, and you know what? When I was in college, like Oh my gosh, years ago, we used flashcards all the time to study for tests. All right, so what conclusion can you draw about one person in the conversation? Oh, that confuses me a little bit.
Just only one person, so we need to pick a person. Let's
Okay.
pick Jada.
Okay, let's pick Jada.
She's the one
Okay.
this phone belongs to Jada. So
Yeah,
let's,
so we'll use Jada since it's her phone.
and what can we pull out? Now you can probably pull out more than one thing, okay? But we can pull out, where can we pull out? Well,
I don't know. Well, she made 100 on her test.
we could pull that out. But what is she going to do on the next test? Can we pull that out?
Oh, on the next test, she's going to use flashcards because she used flashcards to help her get 100 on the first
That's
test.
it. Jada will make flashcards for her
Very
next
good.
test. And I can use my evidence to talk about that because she already made the 100. We know that. We know that she used the flashcards that really helped her. So we know that next she is going to use flashcards again for the next test because she wants another 100.
Okay, so cite evidence from the text that supports your answer. So
She made 100.
she made 100 when she used the flashcards.
flashcards. Woohoo! Made 100.
There you
Made
go.
100. You're doing such a good job over there, Mrs. Lamont.
All
Boys
right,
and girls,
guys.
if she's going too fast for you, you can always pause and take a minute and write your answers in.
Guess what, Ms. Bowman? We get to do another text evidence analysis. I love text messages. You know what, guys? Ms. Bowman and I send text messages to each other all the time. All right, let's go. Here we go. Here's our next set.
Haley?
Haley, Ms. Bowman, do you want to be Haley this time? And I'm going to be the person we don't know because I like to be mysterious.
I'll be Haley. Just one more day. I can't wait for this weekend. It is going to be so much fun.
I know. I think I may be excited to sleep, or I'm sorry. I know. I think I may be too excited to sleep tonight. What do you want to do?
Well, maybe we can go to the mall or go and see a movie. It's up to you and your mom. It's going to be so much fun.
We can do what we did last time. We can do the movie on Friday night and the mall on Saturday.
Woohoo, shopping.
I love the mall. Oh, and movies?
Popcorn.
Oh, yeah, and the one and only Ivan, it's coming out on Disney Plus. Did you know that?
I want to watch that.
Me too.
Well, let's think about Haley, though. How do the two people in the conversation know each other? Well, first of all, we got to figure out Haley is talking to somebody. I don't know who she's talking to.
Well, but I think she knows this person because it says they're going to do what they did last time. So I think they might be friends. And they're having a sleepover.
Friends.
Oh, and they're going to have a sleepover. So the two people in the conversation, they know each other because they've been around each other and they've been to each other's
And
houses.
I wouldn't sleep over. I wouldn't
If
sleep
you
over
didn't
someone's house because
sleep-
my mama wouldn't let me do that.
No, because that's dangerous to sleep over
They'd
with
have-
people that you don't know and that your parents don't know. So it is says that her mom's going to be there. So I think,
And it's not the first time. So
Right.
you know they have to be friends if they go a second
and
to
I
third
think they
time.
might even be besties.
Yeah, they might be best friends.
All right. So how do we know that these people are best? How do we know that we're friends or best friends? Well, I think we just said that because they have hung out together before.
What we did last
what they
time.
did last time. So they have. Oh, we're gonna use hung out because that's a cool word. They have hung out before because we know that from the text message that said.
We did last time.
We did last
Yeah,
time.
what we did last
did last
time.
time.
Good job citing that evidence
Ooh, I
there.
gotta put what in. What we
Oh, that's
did
okay.
last time. I'm gonna put that right there. It's okay. What we did last time. Okay, now, what happened before this conversation took place? So, like up here, what happened? It says, Okay, one more day. I cannot wait for the weekend. Well, if you're waiting for the weekend, well, how do they know that they're waiting for the weekend?
Well, today is a
It's
weekday.
Friday Eve.
Oh, it's Friday Eve, but it's
Yeah.
not the weekend. But
No.
we could sit around and talk about what we're going to do this weekend.
Right, like we could go to the pool, or we could go to the beach, or maybe out to
Can
dinner.
I just sit on the back porch?
We can do that too.
But maybe that's what they were doing before.
So you mean they were pre-planning what they were going to do?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
During the week,
Oh, so during the week.
they planned it. Yeah, because we just don't just jump in and go. We have to plan it, especially if it involves a mom. Because I always had to plan things with my mom. You never know, she's got plans of her own.
So they planned for the weekend. Now we have to cite evidence from the text that supports the answer to our question. So, how are we going to do that?
And during the week, they had planned it up here, and the girl says, I can't wait for the weekend.
Oh, that's right. There you
it
go.
is.
I can't wait for the weekend.
And that means that it had to be earlier in the week because she said, can't wait for the weekend.
Because we all like a good party on the weekend.
Oh, yeah, by the pool.
All right, what conclusion can you draw about one person in the conversation?
Oh, man.
Oh, I want to do the friend.
Okay.
Can we do the friend this time?
So, yeah, because last time we did the main character.
So
this is
let's do the friend.
Ah.
So the friend, it says,
I got one.
oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you
Y'all
have?
ready?
I'm ready.
The friend, which we don't have her name, we'll call her the friend. Haley is going to the friend's house.
How do you know she's going to the friend's house? Oh, that's what we got to put in the next one.
Ooh.
So we know
Ooh.
that that Haley is going
Mm-hmm.
to the friend's house.
Yes.
And then how do we know that Haley's going to the friend's house? I think there was something in the text message. Oh, I know. Because she said it's up to you and your mom. So that means you're going to their house. Because usually when you go there, the adult has to be the one to take you to the movies and the mall. So you have to do what the adult wants to do because they're the ones with the driver's license. So we're going to cite our evidence because it's up to you and your mom.
You know what, Mrs. Lamont? We together made some really good inferences.
I
Boys
think
and girls?
so. I think we did. And
Mhm.
boys and girls, we can't wait till you're back in the room so that you can make inferences with us.